Hey kids, it is Papa with Paranormal Papa Investigations. Just a heads up, it is super early, Saturday morning, January 24th. It's cold. We have an ambient temperature right now of -8 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like -16 outside. Needless to say, once again, this household of softies that can't stand to see little furry babies suffering, we let all the outside kitties in yesterday. We've got about 6 of them in the house now, including our two, our these two ornery butts right here. I wanted to look back at one of our more interesting investigations for this paranormal flashback. You guys know I'm not huge on group investigations, but starting back in 2022, our friend Danny Holroyd with Southern Michigan Paranormals, which our group is part of, started doing our Ghostarama conventions, just small little personal conventions that brought all creators together, not just the paranormal, but the public interest, the what to do groups. And this group investigation was from the very first Ghostarama at the Paw Paw Playhouse in Paw Paw, Michigan. And it was just a small little parking lot get together. But the people that turned out it was amazing. We had paranormal investigators. We had Lorna Reynolds from New York, psychic medium that came out. We had believers, non-believers, skeptics, debunkers, teams that done just travel and if you're out and around, and public interest, and news agencies that showed up to see what we did. Now, granted, the Paw Paw Playhouse is privately owned now. It's formerly a church right in downtown Paw Paw. And, they've had weddings and funerals and christenings and everything in that church over the years. It was a very interesting little group investigation. There was a lot of activity there for being over 75 people that stuck around after Ghostarama to check out this group investigation. And though there wasn't a lot of personal small groups investigating, what we found as a large group, what we heard, it's pretty fascinating. Check it out. This is, wow, this is. Michigander man, Rob, he left his cousin Lisa in my care to make sure that she had an amazing first investigation of her new career as an investigator. And we've all worked to show her just how strong our family is. So I'll tell you what, without any further ado, without any more gilding the lily, what do you say? Let's find out what's hanging around in the old playhouse, eh? Lights! Camera! Action! Alright guys, we are getting ready to start the investigation of the church here, the Paw Paw Playhouse. I'm here with Lisa.
Glad I made it in.
Michigander Man's cousin, right over here.
Hi guys.
She's going to be doing her very first investigation, and I'm going to play the cameraman. So we're going to see how this thing turns out.
Okay, everybody can hear me, right? It's hard to see you with these stage lights, so I might go over to the corner and I can see everybody. Hey, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
So I'm Dan Holmroyd of the Southern Michigan Paranormals. We've been doing paranormal investigating since I'm aging myself, 2008/2009. Deb Bresnahan, where are you? I know you're in here, where are you? Okay, there she is, stand up. So Deb's been with me from day one. Bob had merged with me after the fact. I met Bob in 2009. Bob, wave hi to everybody in the back there. That's Bob Penny. Bob's been doing this since what, 92, 93?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So the group itself, Chris is along with us in the group. Crystal Johnson is out here. She's part of our group. So we have done 293 investigations since 2008/9. We've been all over Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. I don't know, Ohio. Yeah, but we like Ohio. Greg, don't hate me for saying that. All right. So,
Michigan's better than Ohio.
right. Yeah, well, I actually have to be nice to Ohio because that's the doctor that did my ACL surgery on my left leg. So in '95, I went in there, and of course he had graduated from Ohio State. And I wore Michigan stuff into my appointment, so it's a wonder I'm walking straight. So the group has been around. We were the first to do Henderson Castle. In Kalamazoo, we were the first to do the Park Club. And it just goes on. State Theater, how many people know the State Theater in Kalamazoo? Yeah, first to do that. Park Club is good for us too, because it's a private dinner club. So, I'm trying to catch my breath from today's activity. And a lot of you were here for some of the events, so thank you. Thank you for making that successful. It was really cool to see you guys out here having a good time. And the Lord answered our prayers, because as soon as everybody was packed up and shut down, it just downpoured. So it held off for us. What you're going to see tonight is we're going to start in here. We're going to use some simplified equipment. So I'm going to try to give you the best experience that I can within reason and the size of the theater. So we're going to be up here. We're going to work it for a little bit, see what happens. So when we start the EVP session, I'll have all of you be silent, if you could. I'll give you that cue. If you want to take tons of pictures, I ask you to take tons of pictures from all around the theater. Take pictures up here on stage. And we're going to have moments where when we ask a question, we're going to do 30 seconds of silence. So when you're doing EVP work, you really should wait 30 seconds between each question. That gives the spirit or whoever you may be talking to time to answer. I know I've been on some recent stuff. I want to recognize the folks that are here tonight. Tommy amongst the Tombstone. Raise your hand all over YouTube. Randy's Real Paranormal's here with us tonight. We also have Drew. He's here with Living Histories Mysteries. I've been working with these guys on and off and stuff, so there were times that we'd be in a room doing stuff. I know they remember this, and we were just all throwing questions. Less than 30 seconds, so I have to go back to old school. So we will do that tonight, and we're going to be using this device, which we call a Radio Shack hack. I'm assuming a lot of you here watch the TV shows, right? So I got to see when I ask. I'm going to ask a series of questions. Now everybody participate. How many people watch the ghost shows? Raise your hand. Cool. How many people believe in ghosts, raise your hand. Oh, that's a lot of people. How many people aren't sure? Raise your hand. Okay, didn't really care. It was an exercise to see if you would listen to me and raise your hand on command. You passed. Seriously though, you've seen this, right? How many people have seen a version like an SV7, SV11? So you know what this does, correct? So those of you who are not quite sure, this is the old school model. This is a Radio Shack hack box. So we've clipped the diode in here, and what it's designed to do, AM, FM, digital, is to lock in on only radio stations. But what we're going for is frequency. I'm a Tesla guy. Tesla said that the universe operates on frequency, vibration, and energy. Physicists will tell you the exact same thing. So I operate on that. So with that diode clipped in here, it scans all the open frequencies. So you might hear some traffic, you might catch some radio stations, but you'll definitely know when something is talking back to us. We've used this at countless investigations. I didn't use it a lot at first. Now I break it out quite often. Because we used to rely on digital recorders, which we have a few of those here tonight, and we would just ask things in a blind room, quiet room, and then we'd go listen back later and hope that we would catch something. And times we did, and sometimes we didn't. But this turned the corner for me when I was able to identify more EVPs. And how that happened was I did an investigation in Hartford, Michigan. The family didn't speak English, so I brought my investigator, Manny Hernandez, and we asked questions in Spanish. There were no Spanish radio stations in Hartford at the time we did this investigation. And we got answers back in Spanish. I also used it in a place called Curtis, Michigan. Deb knows where that's at. Deb was with us on that trip. We stayed up late, and I had a French student that was in our group for a while. Well, she toured France, and she spoke it fluently, and we got responses in French. I've also captured on this Native American stuff. Not all the time, but very rarely. Mainly when I use this on Garden Island. How many of you know where Garden Island is? Nobody. So look at a map, it's in Michigan, and just south, I want to say a little, maybe southeast of Beaver Island, is a Native American settlement. The last person that lived there was 1941, and they were Ojibwa Indian. And there's no lights, no boats, no motor cars, man, it's Gilligan's Island. So we're going to use this tonight, see if we get some of the same results. I'm not going to promise you, but we're going to really try. We also, how many people here brought some voice recorders with them? You have voice recorders on your phones if you want to use them. So you can record this session. I encourage you folks to do this. This is part of the experience. We're also going to use, how many people know what a K2 meter is? I know you've seen this on Ghost Hunters, okay? So we use a series of these. We have some better ones, but I just thought I'd break out the K2. Yeah, you got a version of it, a millimeter. So she's got a millimeter. We all know what a millimeter, right? Watching the shows, I know you know my language here. All right, so we're going to use what you got. If you get hits or something during this question session, let me know. This is the K2 that I use. It's been fun. We've had it at locations. That microphone, I guess, is coming. Can you hear it okay? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it back here.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this up here. Yes, I'm going to put it up. Did you hear that? Somebody just mimicked what I said. Hello? I hear a bunch of responses already. Are you here with us tonight? Yes? What's your name? Hi. What's your name? Can we get a name? Everybody hear that all right? My name is Danny. You heard that? My name is Danny. What's your name? What's your name?
Maybe she moved closer. You want to move closer?
I hear, one at a time, please. I hear a lot of you speaking. Betty? How old are you? Can you tell us how old you are? I want to first by telling you that all these people here came to talk to you. We're not here to ask you to leave. We're not here to move you on. We're not here to judge you. We're just here to talk. Would you like to talk to these people? Are you lonely? Are you lonely? Oh, you heard that? Tell us to get out. We're not going to get out. We're here to talk to you. I'm going to walk around so everybody can hear clear. Is it okay if I walk around your theater? Yeah, okay. Thank you. What's your name? What? Okay, thank you. Do you know why we're here tonight? Oh, here he goes. Do you know why we're here tonight? I hear your answers. I'm trying to get a clean reception for you. Dementia. Why did they say that? Okay, one person at a time, please. You see these people over here? Yes? Would you like to say hello to them? There's people, yes. How many people do you see in front of you? How many? How many people do you see? Hearing spirits. Yeah, you're hearing a lot of things in the background as I move around. Come up to you guys here. How many people are over here in the middle? How many people? Are there a lot of people here? We're here looking for ghosts. I hear you in the background, one at a time. Loud and clear, please. What's this lady have in her hand? Do you know what that is? What is that? Do you see that light? Do you see the light in your hand? Yes? Okay. How many people are sitting right here in front of me? It's not 3. How many people do you see right here? I'm pointing at them. How many people? 2. Okay, thank you. Can you read her shirt? Wrong responses. Can you read her shirt for me? No. So as you see, it's not an exact science. We get a lot of crazy answers. I'm going to the back here. What about these people back here? Do you know any of these people? Whoa, that was weird. Do you know these people? Do you know why I'm asking you all these questions? I'm trying to communicate with you. These people aren't here to hurt you, I promise. Is there something you'd like to say to everybody? Yes? What would you like to say? Wait. Okay. Well, tell them. They're listening. What would you like to say to them? I hear a lot of ghosts in there. Are you? Is this your church? Is this your church? I said my name twice tonight. Can you tell me my name? No, Bob's back there. Could you tell me my name? What's my name? No foul language. What's my name? Come on, you know my name. It's Danny, right? Right, thank you. Everybody hear that? Dan.
The same voice comes or
What?
anything.
I didn't hear Dan.
Did you?
I thought it was Dave.
So that's a little example. We have a bunch of tools up here of the trade. We got a check. I see it. So we got a flashlight. Every ghost hunter should have a flashlight. How many people here are interested in ghost hunting? You want to kind of do it so you know the tricks of the trade, the tools. There's no secrets. I know a lot of groups get weird. Just heard that, right? Hello? Lorna? Who? Oh, what are you doing? Okay, he's going to the bathroom, so that's Chris.
Was it seriously Chris? That's hilarious.
I couldn't have scripted that better.
Wasn't there? Nope.
So yeah, that was Chris. So what I did is something that we're going to cover is debunking. So what you should do with anything that you catch, even here tonight, we'll try to look into it, we'll try to debunk it. What did everybody think of that ghost box session offhand? Pretty convincing? We have no walkie-talkies, just so you know. Nobody's faking anything here. That's one thing I cannot stand in this field. I will tell you there's no rhyme or reason to this, because there are times we hear things visibly, audibly with our ear. I know, it's a long, tired day. And there's times that we don't hear anything, and we still capture EVPs. I've been in a place where we hear a loud crash and glass breaking, and we go in the opera house and there's nothing in there that's broken. I have no rhyme or reason. State Theater, I have a slew of EVPs from the State Theater in Kalamazoo that we will have up on my page here soon, so you guys can go to it and listen to them. And as I'm breaking down and we're finishing what we're doing like this, like an event, I keep recorders running. And somebody shushed us in the theater, and it's so loud you hear the echo in the theater. Now, none of us pay any attention because we don't hear it. I think I just heard a little movement behind stage. Could you do that again for everybody? Can you make some noise? I know you've all seen this on TV, so I'm going to ask it. Could you knock on something? Let us know you're here. Just a couple of raps. I'm going to do a series of raps. See if you can finish this for me. Can you finish this? How many people in here consider themselves sensitive? Could you raise your hand? Everybody feeling the energy change? I feel a little heavy in here. I'm not trying to get you guys weirded out or nothing, but so maybe that's not a way in. We have devices up here on stage. You can light the lights up or make them move. I would be very appreciative. There's so many people here. Has it moved a few times? Well, thank you. Can you touch it again? Yeah, do that. Can you move it? Can you move it again? Move around with it. See this in my hand, the screen light? You can see this, it will not hurt you. You can touch it all day long. I can move it around, it's not going to go off, it doesn't go off on people. This is the EMF detector. So if there's any break in that natural field, this is going to detect it. And we know that when the spirit's around, there's times that we get readings from it. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to let you hang on to this for a second. And just hold that in your hand, nice and slow, nice and gentle. And we're going to see if somebody wants to talk to you. There's something in here, you guys, or somebody in here is wanting to communicate with somebody. I'm going to turn this box back on. If we can get you to talk to us. This is Jake. You're free? What's your name? Good work. Do you have anything to say to anybody in here? What would you like to say? How about over here? Anybody? What would you like to say? What color is this guy's shirt? What's on his shirt? What do you see? What's on his shirt? What color is that on his shirt? Sometimes I try, sometimes I succeed. All right, we're moving on. We're going to walk the audience again. I'm going to pick on people. I know next. I'm going to move on to the next person. These people back here are really quiet. They weird me out with their silence. Would you like to say something to
It went
these
off
folks?
3 times. For real.
Can you say hello? Say hi.
Now, this was very compelling. At the exact moment that the spirit box responded hi, this individual's K2 meter went off the scale. I had not noticed this until editing. It was really weird.
Okay, hi. Okay, hi. Okay, hi.
Very good.
How many people do you see sitting here? How many?
That's my favorite.
I can't tell. How many are there? 4, that's right. Thank you. Thank you for answering me. I know it takes you guys a while. Do you need our help? Is there anything you'd like to say to people? I've asked that already a few times. We're going to move downstairs here shortly. What would you like to say to these folks? How about this lady? Okay. How about these folks? Can you say hello? You hear the little kid there? Say hello. They're just here to hear you talk. Wow, that was pretty significant. One at a time, please. Thought I heard I'm dead by somebody. How about this gentleman? You say hello to this guy? Say hi. He's just here to talk to you. Everybody hear that child in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a child here with us? Little girl? Is there a little girl here?
I just turned my hair off and it's freaking me off.
What's your name? Can you let the little girl come through, please? You want to talk to the little girl? What's her name? Are you going to follow us downstairs and talk to us downstairs?
Nice hit.
Did you see that?
Beautiful hit.
Okay, would you like us to leave the theater? You want us to leave the theater for a bit?
I keep hearing Robin in my head. Robin?
Last question. Do you know who's the president?
Can we do it again?
Who's your president? I can't quite hear you. Who's your president? All right, well, I'm going to turn this off. I want to thank those that talked to us. Thank you. Thank you. Can you see me? I'm sure you can see me. Oh, there's the little girl again. Yeah. All right, we're going to turn this off. Thank you for talking to us. So that begs further investigation for a few of us who are going to come in here. We left cameras.
Every time I turn my camera off.
Orb activity. There's a lot of controversy about that. I'll tell all of you that right now, that not everything is mustache hair or dust or bugs or flies and moisture. There's a lot of it that is. But we had some strange things last night when we were shooting directly out of the floor, like out of the floor and going straight up past our camera. We had a few that were blinking. I'm not sure what the significance is, but Bob and I are friends with a gentleman who's his name is Michael Lynch. He's a PhD. Comes on our podcast quite a bit, and he has a lot to say about orb activity. And this is a physicist. This is a guy who will tell you that he thinks a lot of it is ghost. So don't send me 1,000 and million, ghost pictures of dust and stuff out of your attic and your dusty old horse barn. So, further investigation, especially when I know a child's involved, we've done locations where we get responses from children. I don't always think that they're in jeopardy or they're in pain. Henderson Castle would be the proof of that, because we have a very famous EVP where I had just asked, is this where you play? And the girl tells us not it. So she's playing hide and seek with us. And I play that at a lot of lectures. Everybody ready to move downstairs and try some of the same stuff? All right. You guys enjoying yourself so far? Be very honest with me.
Yes.
We're gonna move downstairs and try some of the same stuff. Somebody to you that I'm gonna let her talk to you for a moment. There she is. So everybody right here, this is Lorna Reynolds.
Hi, Lorna.
She was the psychic medium and hypnotherapist person that was here with us today. Came all the way from New York. She's an old friend of mine to be here with us, so I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Tell them a little bit about what you picked up last night and how you got quite a few things right. So we did some research.
Oh, okay. Last night when we went upstairs, it was actually, I'm going to start because it actually started downstairs. And I had this old grumpy man. And as I was walking down past the bar, I said, I wonder who this old grumpy man is. And then all of a sudden, I smelled like a whiskey cherry blend tobacco from the pipe. And I said, so he followed us upstairs and everything. And I'm sitting up there, and it's like, oh my gosh. I said, what the heck's going on here? Because it's like the man was telling me that there was not enough Indians, everybody was chiefs. So there was always a lot of friction. And it just wasn't connected to this building, it was actually connected to this town. And I was like, what's going on here? Because this is connected to the town, where nobody could agree. So there was like a lot of controversy, even all the way back to the first settlers. So, and I had sent it, and I was going, what's up with the Masonic? And I had to laugh because we did have some issues with the whole Masonic thing. So we were kind of laughing about that. And so I went outside, and I actually had a friend of mine pull up the history, because I said, I don't understand. They said there was a lot of misery in this town when this town was settled, and it never got a break. So even when like the railroad came through, everybody was so excited, thinking that the railroad was going to bring money into Paw Paw, but it only lined a couple of pockets, specifics in this town. And I thought, And then they talked about the boats, the big steamboats coming down through, big paddle boats. Papa was like so excited. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make money off of this. Well, unfortunately, it didn't happen, and only a few pockets were lined. The winters were miserable. There was a lot of deaths. The farmers that were plowing the field, you guys have a lot of Native American that was in this area. So when they were plowing up the fields, they were plowing up skulls. So, and with that, even back then with those settlers, it wasn't as much as, oh my God, my property's going to be haunted. It was, oh my God, we're going to be cursed. So, just manifesting, just knowing, and then putting it out there and talking amongst each other in silence. It really gave this town a very, very hard time. But what's amazing, what I found out today, in working with a lot of people and talking to a lot of people here, everybody is so rooted here. You guys have got like tree roots. You're not going anywhere. So I find that really, really interesting. Dan, do you have anything to add to that? Or?
No, you're 100%.
So that's what I got. But I really, really enjoyed everybody here. I've been here since Dan kicked the doors open this morning and all day, and I've done several readings, and it's totally fascinating on how your family history goes here. So I have to commend all of you for hanging in. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You know, and one day will this ever prosper? It's always going to be a bumpy road, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. It's always going to be a bumpy road, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hello? We can hear you down here better. Do you remember my name? I said it upstairs. What's my name? Who am I talking to? What's my name? You know my name. You know who this lady is? Who's that lady? You know her name? How about back here? There's somebody back here? How many people are sitting at this table? All right, how many of you are here with us? How many are here with us tonight? Do you know why we're here? Why are we here? Do you know why we're here? Loud and clear. Yes? Tell these people, why are we here? Everyone dead. ghost is? What's a ghost? Did we hear that? Weird interference? It's just weird. Okay. Let's try it up here. You got a green light up here. It's not so. There's a green light. Can you touch it? Come on up and touch it. Show everybody here that you're in the room with us. Hi. Yeah, look up. We're looking for ghosts. How old are you? How old are you? You're a child? Again? You're 8 years old? What's your name? What's your name? Gus? Okay, I was trying to talk to the little girl. What's your name? You can talk to us. Nobody here is going to hurt you, I promise. I hear you, sweetheart. I can't make out what you're saying.
Now, many of us believe at this point we are hearing a child trying to talk through the crowd of voices that are coming through the speaker. It almost seems like they're talking over her, and we're trying to calm them down so we can hear her.
Can you guys let the little girl speak to us? Let her come forward and talk to us. Are you stuck here? Are you stuck? Is this your happy place? Are you happy here? Yes? Do you play here? So the new owner has small children. Do you play with the children? Do you play with the children? Yes. Yes. Yeah? Okay. Do we scare you? We're not here to hurt you, I promise. Did you live in Paw Paw? Did you live in Paw Paw? Are you buried here in town? Heaven? You think you're in heaven? Do you see angels? Anybody who hears me, do you see angels? Do you see demons? If you have any message for everybody here tonight, what would that be? What would you like to say to them, loud and clear? Are you happy that we're here to talk to you? people here that would like to hear your voice. We care about you. See this green light on the table? You can touch that. Walk up and touch that light for us. There's a red light down here too. Touch that. It's not going to hurt you. See the duck? Move a little duck. Sit over here for a minute. I'm getting old. I gotta sit down. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. They would be untruthful with us about something like that. Lauren's had more experience with it than me, but normally if I get a lot of happy responses, this is the place they like to be.
Yeah.
I don't think that they feel lost. Maybe she hangs out here and this is her thing. I did hear a man, probably your grumpy old man, when I asked about the green light, he said so. So, you know, anybody feel anything while we're doing that? Any touching, anything like that? Sometimes with companies, what we're doing?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little odd feeling. Yeah, thank you. So, hey Crystal?
Yeah.
Oh, you over there. You didn't have your SB7, right? Did you have any of the other EMF meters? If not, I've got one or two in my case if you want to bring them out. Bob, you still here? Okay. You don't have a version of this, right?
Sometimes, you like to use some triggers if you're in a particular location that has a lot of history or might have been built in the 1800s or something from that era. When you ask questions, you may want to kind of cater to that era, because there's so many things, spirits that they may not know our lingo today, So, sometimes it's nice to just ask, like, who's the president? You may want to sometimes also bring up maybe conflicts of the time, like if it was a civil war, you want to maybe ask questions pertaining to that, or pertaining to the early part of the century, so that way you get more of a direct response.
I guess I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. Because we have so many people, as I told you, this is about as close as you're going to get to seeing what we do. Bump the Nice here tonight. I told them I would mention that before we left. I left them out in the introductions upstairs. Put your hands up. So check out their YouTube also. You get a little taste of what we do. So when we do like a house or like a place like this, we might have 3 or 4 of us in the building, and that's it. So a little bit like what you see on TV, but what they don't show you is that, they go back next day and they're doing all the review. It takes us sometimes weeks to get through all that stuff. Because there's, like tonight, you're on camera. Everybody's on camera. That camera's live. That camera's live. So we have all of you on film, and we're going to give that to the FBI. I don't know why. It's just something to do with it. But, we have to go over all the hours that those cameras have been set up at a location. Then a person's got to do some of the audio, and if you got 3 or 4 of us with voice recorders, or we put one in each room, we have to sit and go through all that stuff too. So it's not as quick and easy as you see on TV. So we would tell clients, sometimes about give us a couple weeks to 3 weeks, and then we sit at home. And as Bob said, when you go to listen to some of your stuff on your phone, make sure you adjust volume and be careful with your headphones. Because we learned, even with digital recorders, that when you bang them into things, you blow your eardrums out of your head rather easily. So just be cautious. If you have anything, you can find us on Southern Michigan Paranormals on Facebook. You can send us a message on there and tell us you got something from the event. Let us know what you got, and we'll listen to it. And if you did get a hit or you got some strange stuff in the background, we'll play it. We also do a podcast network. So if you go to www.unrestrictedparanormal.com, you might hear, if you got something and you send it to us, you might hear your stuff on our show. We go on Sunday nights on Unrestricted Radio. Stacy was here today in this corner. And we go out all over the world. Drew is the co-host on our show Wednesday nights. On Sunday night, it's a guy that's been working with Bob for quite a few years. That's Elmer, and we do the I Want to Believe show, which we try to keep that focused on UFOs. But I just, again, go to Unrestricted, like it sounds, unrestrictedparanormal.com. Look us up, and we'd love to have you guys as new listeners. And, you know, if you got stories to share, we're going to start doing a new series where if you want to come on the show, you contact us, and what you're there for is to share your paranormal stories. If you've had an incident or a story in your life, something that means something to you, we're happy to hear it. So everybody kind of get a little bit of what they wanted out of this. Because it's a small place, I can't take you each individually with me. We're trying to work on that for future events where we're going to get back into having smaller events, and then we will raffle off like who could be there for a certain price. And that's going to, payment to that's going to go to the venue. So everything you spent money on today and tonight, there's a portion of that going back into this so they can continue to operate. It's owned by a young couple. They got new kids and they're fantastic people. So the Lone Wolf / Playhouse is going to be an eclectic hangout where you can come here and listen to vinyl records and have some wine and beer. Just kind of chill, conversation, coffee, snacks, and just do a thing. Or you can rent the place for your high school graduation or whatever you want to do, like we did today. And that's about it. And they're still going to have plays, so they have a lot of plays here. Any questions? Any answers? I keep asking any answers. I'm always good for anything. 42. So, yeah, 42, yes. So how do everybody feel tonight? Feel a little interchange and stuff from room to room, building, not building, but from upstairs, downstairs. Kind of an idea of what we do. And we sit in places. I've been in a place 18 hours, spent the night, nothing. And then the next day I'm like, well, kind of bummed, but then I realized, you know what? We get into some pretty cool places that other people don't get to go, like the Kalamazoo Air Zoo, museums. We get to get in some sweet places, and then I have to think, you know what? It wasn't a loss for me because the whole time we're in there, we're getting to interact with a lot of things that you guys don't get to normally do. The Air Zoo was pretty haunted. I can tell you that some museums we've done seem to be weird because they're special. I think things are attached to items. So if you're bringing antiques in your home and you start telling me you got weird ghost things going on in your house, think about what it is that you just brought into your house. So back in the day when you had objects, be it a watch, a dresser, whatever it is, people didn't go to Walmart and buy a brand new one back in 1870. That meant something to their family. You might even have an antique bed, which I think I would never sleep in. I slept in a bed at Henderson Castle that was from a brothel. And the bed was doing weird things. Yeah. And we weren't doing weird things to make the bed do weird things. So stuff like that can happen. So that can be kind of a paranormal thing too. But if you guys have any other questions, remember the people that are here tonight that I mentioned upstairs. So they do a lot of great work, and I love these guys, and they're just a great paranormal family. And those of you that are new into this, if you have any questions, I'm always happy to give you my experience. And it's going to be 60 in January, so I've been around the block. And if I don't impart some sort of wisdom about raising kids, I see some young people in here. Just wait until they hit their teen years. Just have fun with that, especially raising girls. So thanks for everybody being here. Anything at all at the end? Well, thank you tonight. I had a great time.
Welcome back, y'all. Like I said, this was very interesting. I'm not a huge fan of group investigations. I believe if you get too much activity going on out of a large group at a location, that it really cuts down on the chances of interaction, or at least if you're getting interaction, to be able to hear the interaction. You're so busy watching everybody else and everything that's going on that I've always felt like it risks what you're able to find. This group was so cooperative with each other. They let Danny do his thing on the stage in the main playhouse. We had good laughs. We had great cooperation. And we got some good interaction. Now, you know, a lot of people aren't big fans of the Radio Shack hack, or, you know, the SP7 or SP11 spirit box. But one thing that Danny has pointed out to me over his 20 years of experience with, you know, paranormal investigating is those devices are shooting through the channels so fast that to get long sentences or responses or continued responses in the same voice, that could be compelling. And especially when you're getting direct responses in the same voice. Now, I should also let everybody know that I am a huge supporter of Paraunity. Shock, right? Paraunity is not just paranormal investigators. It is investigators, it is believers, it is non-believers, it is debunkers, it is skeptics, it is everyone who is involved in some way, shape, or form in our community. And this morning, you know, due to a lot of the troubles that somebody that I'm a big fan of, Beardo Gets Scared, I messaged him and I told him, you know, as a fan, as an investigator, as someone who can take a shovel to the face, yeah, like it's not happened before. But I told him, I said, you can pick apart my videos anytime, because I can take skepticism. I can take the praise. I can take the criticism. I can take it all. Because I know that when I go out and do an investigation, I not only am happy for what interaction I get, but I'm also always trying to debunk the stuff that I'm just not sure of. So, Beardo, Side-Eye Guy, Shape, all you guys that have had to put up with the BS for the last few months, the last year, you're welcome here anytime. But that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless you, God love you, we do. And happy hunting.